So this is the facelifted BYD Seal, and today we finally get the chance to explore it. Now, I've said it before, I wasn't a big fan of the Seal Performance variant. Premium variant, yes, but Performance, not so much. Yeah, it's quick and slalom, no problem, but day to day, especially on our jointed highways, the suspension made it a pain to live with. I even called it a fast car you can't drive fast. Well, it looks like BYD knew that too. This 2025 facelift brings some key changes, and on paper, they fix exactly that issue. So let's take a closer look. Outside, the styling is mostly the same sleek coupe-like design. The biggest changes are subtle new wheels and an updated color palette. You still get Cosmos Black, Aurora White and Atlantis Grey, but Arctic Blue is out, replaced by this, the Shark Grey. That's the same color family used on the bigger Sea Lion 7. Inside, the Seal remains pretty premium. There's a 15.6-inch central touchscreen that still rotates between landscape and portrait, a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster, and a 12-speaker Dynaudio sound system. The seats are ventilated with 8-way power adjustment for the driver and 6-way for the passenger. You've also got dual-zone climate control, PM 2.5 air filtration, a head-up display, and 2 wireless chargers plus 4 USB ports. So here's something new. The Seal now comes with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's also a sunshade for that big glass roof. For the interior anyway, it really is the case of don't fix anything that's not broken but add some more features. So seems pretty minimal, right? But the biggest change isn't what you see, it's what you feel. The Seal facelift now comes with adaptive dampers called DiSus-C. That's huge because it means the suspension can soften up for city comfort and firm up when you push it. If BYD got this right, it could finally solve the Seal's biggest weakness. Before we get on to how it feels to drive, safety-wise, there's nothing missing here. You've got 9 airbags plus a full ADAS suite, adaptive cruise control, autonomous emergency braking, lane keep assist, lane departure prevention, cross traffic alert with auto brake, high beam assist, and a 360-degree camera. So, is this now the fast car you can drive fast? On paper, it looks like BYD has finally fixed the Seal's Performance's Achilles heel. The adaptive dampers could make all the difference. And here's the irony. On the pre-facelift model, the cheaper premium, in my opinion, actually rode better than the top spec Performance. Why? Well, I think it's because the premium had a simple passive suspension, while the Performance got fancy FSD shocks. On paper, that sounds like an upgrade, but in reality, it made the car stiffer, and combined with the all-wheel drive's extra weight, it just felt harsher and more unsettled on our highways. So the one with the better suspension tech actually rode worse in the real world. So, has BYD's DiSus-C adaptive suspension solved the issue? Straight away, you can feel that this new DiSus-C adaptive suspension has transformed the Seal Performance. Where the old Performance used to thump and crash over jointed highways, this one just breathes with the road. Expansion joints that used to unsettle the whole car are now absorbed with a single controlled movement. No more double bounce, no more fidget. So it's supple when you're cruising in the city, giving you that almost luxury EV comfort. But the moment you pick up the pace or throw it into a bend, the damper tightens up, keeping the body flat and composed. It finally feels like the suspension and chassis are working with the power and not against it. This is the Seal I always thought it could be. Still fast, but now finally a car you can actually enjoy driving fast on the Malaysian roads. At the end of the day, this facelifted Seal shows that BYD are always refining their cars. They took some feedback of the old car and actually did something about it. The styling tweaks may be minor, but the adaptive dampers completely change how this car feels on Malaysian roads. It's still quick, still packed with tech, but now it's also comfortable enough to live with day to day without giving up the performance edge. So if you skipped the Seal Performance before because it was a bit too harsh, this 2025 update might be the one worth a second look. For me, this is finally the Seal Performance done right.